Good afternoon, everyone. It is October 31st, 2022. We just had our month-end session, and it was pretty quiet. We just kind of stayed rage-bound here between about 38.72 to 39.04. I didn't have these numbers marked off before. I didn't think to do it for some reason, but I do now. And 95.5 is where we have our first half of the year's, the second half of the year's developing VWAP, and you can see it working really well. And last week on what was it, Wednesday, hit it almost to the tick and sold off for the high of the day. And likewise, 75 quarter representing value area low for the first half of the year. And you can see that was defended numerous times. We peaked below it into the low of the day, but we could see that was held. And so in general, today was just a churny, rotational, balanced session where we were just trading between that VWAP and value area low. The second half of the year's VWAP and the first half of the year's value area low. So what I'm looking for tomorrow is for a break out of this balance, break out of the value areas, and either peak above and fail, and continuing with that move. So either let's show what that would look like. So move to the upside and then coming back in and getting short with that, or to the downside, peaking down below, maybe even wiping the low of the day, coming back up, and then taking it long off of 75 quarter for a move back towards value area high around 93. That's what I'm looking for. To the upside, we've got quite a few numbers here. 04, where we supported the bid on Friday and where we got offered today and resulted in the high of the day. We've got 04, we've got 09 quarters, the point of control from Friday's session. 1075 represents the weekly close, and 16.5 ends up being our high of the month for October. I don't. Let me put it this way: given that we have so many numbers in this 10-point range, roughly, I'm going to hold off on using this as a zone, but this is an area that I'm interested in. And if Globex does manage to give some more information as to what might be a clear spot as a level, then I will go ahead and use it. We also have 06 quarter, which worked really well during the overnight. That's exactly where we sold off of, as you can see, right around the 4 a.m. And it was a level, but 1075 might have been a cleaner spot. So if Globex gives some clarity, I will be looking for a long in this 3900 to 3912-ish area. If it doesn't, then so be it. We'll refrain from using it. To the downside, I'm still looking to be bid at 46.75. Just none of that has changed from yesterday's outlook for the day. That just being where we had our major bid during Friday's session, where we created the weekly pocket 45, 45 half, and down below, shorting last week's half back at 34, and again, not trading this 38.24 and lower area, just because I think the market needs to. They'll likely have some stop runs here, and it'll be a little bit messy as we're not too clear where the supply and demand imbalances may show up. To the upside, if we do break Friday's highs and the high of the month, I will not be looking to fade it. I think we'll likely start getting into that 67 area, corresponding with 62 being the Q3 halfback and 67, 68 being the September POC as well as the Q3 POC. I would be looking to fade it around this 77 number. 77 and 75 have just been nice little balance highs, as you can see, for that Tuesday and Wednesday and even Thursday session during that mid-September churn. We might get the sell instead of 68, but I'll be a little bit hesitant, and I'd rather take 77. If that does blow through, I'll hit it long. Same with 40.17, and I doubt we trade higher than that tomorrow. We do have news hitting the tape at 10 o'clock. We have ISM and JOLTS. Hopefully that shakes us out of this little churn zone that we've been stuck in today and kind of since Friday afternoon. It is important to also note that Europe does have their time change, so for us, that'll mean that Europe is now closing at 12:30 Eastern Time, not 11:30 as we're used to. So, in addition to end of the month and now the start of a new month, the JOLTS news and ISM news tomorrow, FOMC Wednesday, we also have to deal with that as well. So, I hope that makes sense. Oh, looks like 6 o'clock just hit. Let's just quickly take a look where our ADRs are. 35-ish and to the lows right around 34-ish. Interesting. So we might be looking at a trend scenario if we do break below that prior week's halfback. Hope that helps. And if there are any changes to this, which there might monkey around with the levels just a tiny bit. If there are changes to that, I will post it to Twitter pre-market per usual. Hope that helps and trade safe.